It's a night that kids look forward to every year, Halloween, but here's a tip for those who will be out handing out the candy tonight. Blue pumpkins, these trick-or-treat buckets, are intended to signal you that the trick-or-treater might be on the autism spectrum. So keep your eyes open, because the goal is, of course, to ensure that every child has a good Halloween experience, and of course that everyone is safe. And of course, we can't do this. I know we're playing around, we're being really silly, but we want to think about the safety of your pets on Halloween. Here are some tips on how you can make sure that your furry friends can get through the holiday unscathed. Tip 1, keep your pets at home in a quiet room away from the door while kids are trick-or-treating. Tip 2, keep candy out of the reach, especially chocolate. Tip 3, I should say, make sure that your pet has an identification tag or up to date on their microchip in case they get lost. Tip 4, avoid putting your pet in costumes that are held in place by elastic bands. Of course, that could be very dangerous. If the bands are left on the costume, when the costume comes off, they can be burrowed into the skin. And if they swallow them, of course, that could be a trip to the doctor, and that can lead to intestinal problems. Great information. And of course, you can make sure you can check out your kids' candy before they start chowing down. Make sure the wrappers haven't been tampered with. It's not very likely that someone is trying to poison your kid, but it only takes a minute to check to make sure and ease your mind. And maybe you can steal a couple of pieces for your kids. Try them out yourself. We're going to try to send it over to Jack and Megan, standing by with some more safety information for this Halloween.
Thank you, Jamarcus.
Thank you, Doctor. You look lovely today. And of course, unfortunately, this time of year can be a deadly time of year.
Yes.
We've got Penny Shaw and Eva Reed, little Eva there.
Hey, sweet
and
Eva.
Again, pedestrians need to be careful with the kids tonight, especially with rain as a factor. Safe Kids is that of the Piedmont.
Yes,
right? You
Safe
serve
Kids of
different
the Piedmont.
counties, and you're going to give us some ideas how to keep these little half-pint kids safe.
Yes. First, of course, you know, I talk about the mask. If you're going to walk and you want to wear a mask, take it down, but we prefer you to do makeup instead of a mask.
Right.
Okay? If you see, even she has on light-up shoes. Stomp your feet.
Ooh, let me see your feet. Oh,
They light
girl.
up. And this
Look.
pumpkin, it's white because it glows in the dark.
Yeah.
And so there's a light inside, all right? And also, those phones, this is the time you can carry the phone with the flashlight on. Use the flashlight, yep.
That makes such a
Anything that you
difference.
can do to light up, I light up too.
That's so cute.
Isn't that great? You want to be safe, be seen on Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay?
Here's what I'm worried about a little bit tonight with the, raining. Some people may be wearing raincoats, and a lot of those are darker colors.
Right.
So, and in the rain, it's hard to see anyway.
You need to put some reflective gear, some reflective tape on your raincoats, on your umbrellas. Just make sure you can be seen and carrying those flashlights around.
Well,
tonight.
and don't put somebody's eye out with the umbrella. That's a risk too.
No.
All those umbrellas on the street.
Well, the kids are going to run up, so the parents could stay back. And, we don't want you trick-or-treating alone under the age of 12. So 12 and under, have that parent with the umbrella, and they run to the door and run back.
Get the loot and go back.
Safety in numbers.
And remember to say trick-or-treat and thank you.
Yes,
Yeah.
the more manners you do, sometimes they'll throw in extra candy
That's
if
right.
you're all about the manners. And I was reading someplace too, I think this was on Facebook, it's one of those, it's like, all right, tonight is the night that some people will judge, and it's like, oh, that person's too old to be trick-or-treating. And it's like, listen, if they're out having fun.
Yes. If they're trying to dress up, and you know what, you don't want to wear a mask when you're grown,
Right.
So the 16-year-olds that are out and about, please don't do something that would scare the other little children.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Or the people at the door.
Yes, that too.
Yes.
So yes, I recommend if you're going to trick or treat after you're 12 years old, just be mindful of the small children around you.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
And you can help them be safe too, crossing the road and that kind of thing.
Exactly, and just think, as a driver, these kids, they're excited. I'm sure their mamas are behind them yelling, "Watch out for cars!" or
Yes.
get over." They're excited. They're probably on a little sugar high because they've eaten too much sugar.
They've already eaten some of the candy, so they're up there.
Right, they may not have all their sense about them, so it's kind of up to the drivers too to make sure.
Drivers, stay on that right side of the road. If you go into a neighborhood, please follow the directions. A lot of our neighborhoods around here are doing drive-throughs, and they want you to drive a certain way. Maybe they're blocking off some of the roads.
Okay.
Please follow those rules and know the neighborhood you're going through.
Yeah.
And keep your lights on bright so that you can see the kids, and drive much slower, and put this down while you're driving.
And let's talk about too, if you go to a house and they don't have any lights on, let's not go there.
No, do not go where lights are not on.
'Cause
That
it
is
could
the
be
friendly
for-
way of saying there's no candy here.
There's no
Yeah,
candy
and you
here.
do
and it
run
could be,
out. I had to close everything down last year.
And it could be for different reasons why people don't want you coming to their house.
Yes.
So just say, wait, is there a certain time that's kind of like, all right, We've trick-or-treated long enough. It's
The prime trick-or-treating time is between 6 and 9 p.m.
Yeah.
So after 9, you'll start seeing the trick-or-treaters trickle down, and it's not as safe after 9 o'clock because it's truly dark after 9 o'clock, and it's getting close to bedtime. And everybody has to go to school
We have to
tomorrow.
go to school tomorrow. Yes, and don't forget to brush your teeth. Okay, I read somewhere too that the gummy candy, like I love a gummy worm or something.
Sweet and sour.
Those were like so bad for you because they really get stuck.
Do they?
In your
Well,
teeth?
I brush my teeth.
Well, they still get stuck.
But you know, anyway, I was going to tell you something. Talk to her and I'll let you know. By the way, are you saving up for another M?
Well, see,
Right here.
she's
M and
Oh, I
M.
didn't see her. Sorry.
We're M and M. I wouldn't have come alone as one.
I know,
M.
right? That would be silly. Nobody wants just one M.
Yeah,
Thank you, Penny. You always
You're
have
welcome.
great tips. SafeKids.org is where you can learn more about this. And thank you, Miss Evie, for coming this morning in the pouring down rain. Miss Eva
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
in the pouring down rain. All right, coming up next, it's all about the candy today. Do our old favorites stand the test of time? How much sour can we handle? And what are the hottest new candies? We're going to try them when Your Carolina continues.